Hi everybody and welcome to Golden Hour. Today I just kind of wanted to have an informal conversation regarding COVID-19 and this whole idea of personal freedom. I see on my Facebook page and a lot of different threads and groups that I belong to this continuing divide over those who are willing to comply and wear masks and do whatever is necessary to keep this virus from spreading, and those that feel that even wearing a simple mask is infringing on their freedom. I think by now you already know by my tone which side I'm on, but I'd like to talk to you a little bit about it, and then feel free to post your comments down below, but please be nice. We're all trying to get through this difficult time together. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about freedom. And is freedom really free? Well, no. Freedom always comes at a cost to someone else. Think about the freedom you have in the United States. That freedom cost the lives of countless Native Americans, countless British troops. It wasn't without bloodshed that we got the freedom that we got. Think about all the freedoms you have in your life. The freedom to eat whatever you want to eat. That comes at the cost of the animals on the planet. Here are two of my wonderful babies that I love with all my heart. And in China, they think it's okay to capture them on the street and kill them and eat them. They're free to do so. Does it make it right? Just as you're free to eat the meat that you'd like that comes from factory farming. Your freedom comes at the cost of someone else. Your freedom to wear fur and to wear leather. There's bloodshed with that. But that's very controversial, and I know a lot of people aren't vegan, so let me take it down a different way. Back in the 70s, people were free to smoke wherever they wanted to smoke. There were smoking sections in some restaurants as the 80s came about, but still you were getting that smoke from the other areas of the restaurant. And for me personally, that meant countless bouts of bronchitis and pneumonia and other respiratory problems because people thought their freedom to smoke was more important than someone's health. You see where I'm going with this? Once that became a law that you could no longer smoke in public, people in offices and people in restaurants and bars were free to breathe the air the way they wanted to breathe, and your freedom to smoke never infringed upon my right to clean air. And that's my point here. Why is your freedom to not wear a mask any more important than my freedom to be able to go into the store with a mask on and not be worried about your virus germs spreading to me? I've been in my house now 9 weeks because I know that people fail to comply. And we have all these soft openings going on across the country, but do you really think people are going to comply with masks? If you look at the fast food restaurant, of which I was a fast food restaurant manager for 10 years, and I was a stickler for making sure my people that worked for me washed their hands, threw out any product that fell on the floor, tied their hair back, washed their hands after the bathroom, but who knows what they did when I wasn't there policing them. And if I've been to Dunkin' Donuts in the recent past where someone wore a pair of gloves to take out the trash and then spread butter on my bagel without changing the glove or washing their hands. I visited my ex-husband in the hospital when he had to have his mouth cleaned out because he couldn't swallow, and the nurses took the same gloves that they squished the trash down in his room and tried to go in and clear out his mouth before I stopped him. So if you think that these guidelines are going to make people do it and they're going to be clean, you're wrong. And the safest way and the quickest way that we can get rid of this virus is if everybody really complied and stayed home for these 2 months, this virus probably would have stopped. The problem is non-compliance. And the problem are these people, gun-toting zealots, that are out and about saying, you know, my right not to wear a mask, and they take their guns with them. Where do my rights come in to feel safe that I can go into a store without you taking your gun in the store and putting me at risk because you might shoot somebody because you don't want to wear a mask? Or your right to go out and drink. You don't have a right to drink and drive, but that doesn't stop anyone. I got hit by a drunk driver in 1984 and it totally changed my life. I had brain trauma. So see, your rights and your freedoms are no more important than someone else's freedom to have life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And if you're not going to go out and wear a mask, and you're not going to carry hand sanitizer and keep your hands clean, and you're not going to only socialize with the people that live in your house, then you are infringing on my rights to go out there shopping with a mask on and feeling safe. You are keeping me away from my son who lives in another state because public transportation isn't safe anymore. So I really want you to think about that. And I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of, you know, freedom zealots out there that are, oh, you're taking our freedom away. But this is a time of crisis. Your personal freedom isn't worth countless potential deaths. Your freedom to go out there and get your hair cut because you're too spoiled to just sit home for a few more months doesn't warrant the potential deaths we may have. If the hair salons have the PPE that they need and the Lysol and the bleach that they need, great. And they're just letting one customer in at a time, that person goes, next person comes in, great. But there aren't, cleaning supplies are still at a shortage. It took me weeks to get paper towels delivered to me. How in the world are we ready to open anything? The weather's gotten warmer. Within minutes, the Connecticut state parks are packed to capacity. Do you think that with an opening, they're really going to be able to police the beaches? This really needs to be policeable. I think that's the only way this is going to work. Because there are too many selfish people out there that don't care about you. They feel that they're healthy, they're strong, they'll go out. What difference does it make? Someone said to me today on a Facebook post that, you know, cars are dangerous. Should we stop driving? Well, maybe, but not really. Because a car, unless you're driving under the influence, then you're going to be arrested for that. But a car isn't going to give me a virus, but you can. It saddens me to learn that some of my friends are this selfish. And I think I'm really rethinking the people I want to be in my inner circle after seeing this, because the people that would go out without a mask are the people that I can't trust in my life. They're the people that, who knows what you're dealing with in their house. The people that let their friends' boyfriends come over and are seeing their family members at parties and things like this. I understand that in some states there aren't that many cases, but here in Connecticut we have a lot, and we're still getting many cases every day, and we're still having way too many deaths for the small state we are. We're densely populated and we have a lot of COVID-19 cases right now. I'm trying to find out how many active cases we have. I don't know, because I emailed to find out and they said that's something they're not up to date on. But I do know that we have had a lot of cases in the past 2 months and we're not ready to open. So stay safe. I'll listen to your comments, but please don't give me the car analogies or, you know, herd immunity nonsense. If you don't want to wear a mask, tell me the people in your family that you're willing to sacrifice, because that's what you're doing. Have a wonderful week. stay safe, stay away from people, enjoy the outside, but do it alone or with whoever lives in your house. Keep your pets safe. Articles that I've read have said that the COVID virus can live on pet fur, so wipe your pets down when you bring them inside. Mine are indoors, so I don't have to worry about that. Anyway, peace out. Wear a mask. Get your shine on.